So this here is game number 1. It's a best of 3. It's in Go for SC2 Thursday. My name is Madals, and in the top right, we have got the blue Zerg player. It is HaNfy. And his opponent down. As I switch it back down in the bottom left, we have got the pink Zerg representing S-Forge. It is IceTea. So, ZvZ, the tensest of the matchups, because of course banelings are on both sides, and if you have ever seen massive exploding acid balls waddling towards you, well, firstly I'd be very scared that you've taken too many hallucinogenics, but secondly you will know that it's terrifying because they just one little touch and everything's dead. Speedling baneling is possibly my least favourite thing to play in all of StarCraft. Just I can't deal with it. The pressure is too high. Just one little slip up and it's all over. And then you sit there and you're sad and you're just like, ah, if only I could have split my lings just a little bit quicker. But for the moment, got a hatch first, coming down from HaNfy. Meanwhile, IceTea is going a bit more sneaky. Pulling the gas nice and early. What does he have planned? It was pull, then gas. Important to note. Wasn't a gas first opening. But still, early speed going to be on the cards. HaNfy adding in his spawning pool now. Substantially later than that of his opponents. But he's going to have a natural base quicker. This hypothetically could be a speedling all in. Could also be Zergling baneling. Could also just be a safe opening. Actually, no, I take that back. It probably won't be a safe opening because whenever you see a gas, it's not going to be a safe opening. You don't get speed that quickly to be safe. You do it to kill. You do it to try and end your opponent's life quickly and painlessly. Though it won't be painless. Zerglings clawing their way through you would be anything but painless. Anyway, just checking around here. Of course, once the pool finishes up, it'll be interesting to see. Okay, speed coming on through. All drones pulled, speedling all in. Calling it now. That's pretty much what it's going to be. The rally points also give it away a little. Okay, maybe not. They've moved the rally points now up to the front. HaNfy, busy just having a little look about at the moment. He's got no gas still. If he doesn't get banelings, it's like obscenely hard to try and hold. You can get the double Evo, Roach Wrong, double Queen, Spine Wall off there, but it's tough. Okay, 6 lings. They rallied in the right place, so yeah, speedling all in. Hasn't been seen. Still nice gas from HaNfy. What does HaNfy know? HaNfy knows that he's coming on in. He's going to see the gas. Doesn't see any drones in gas. That should be enough to give it away there. It should be. Immediately, yep. Immediately Spine comes through. You want to start trying to get these evolution chambers going ASAP. 2 lings also going to come in and confirm when there's no drones here. That's the big giveaway. When you see no drones in the natural, even before you see a lot of lings, and only 1 gas with no drones in it, it's a speedling all in. Second Spine coming on up. The Evo chambers are more important at this stage. You need to make sure... Have they not going for a single Evo? Okay, now he's going for them. Getting the wall off really is critical. Okay, more queens coming on through. Still, there's the possibility the lings can just run on through. That's what makes the spines pretty useless. Speedlings just coming and chilling up here. Already good amount of damage being deflected though. No work kills yet. Queen trying to get taken down, but I think HaNfy's done it quite easily. Queen will fall off and will die, but of course there is a spare. Spines moving forward now. All nicely clumped up here. Behind this, IceTea just going mass droning. He's actually going to pull ahead in the drones quite nicely. Despite the aggressive opening, he's forced a big response from HaNfy with these 3 spines. HaNfy is actually, believe it or not, quite a long way back right now. He's down by 12 workers. And that's pretty substantial. More importantly, he doesn't have any upgrades. His gas is only just beginning now. Third base already coming through from IceTea. He knows that his opponent has had to invest so heavily into spine crawlers, but there isn't really an option for him to be doing much aggressive. Couple more lings coming on through as well as that Baneling nest, so following this up with some more pressure. Few Zerglings trying to come in here, but these are slow lings, remember, so it's actually really risky for HaNfy to try and do this, because the speedlings can just trade better. Going through. 4 lings for 2. Obviously a better trade for HaNfy, for IceTea there. HaNfy's in quite a few problems. He's adding in the +1 carapace. Be interesting to see if he goes for +1 melee attack. The +1 carapace is quite nice. It means it needs 2 Baneling hits to kill any of your Zerglings. And we've got a lot more Zerglings coming on through here. And what could throw HaNfy off is the fact that he's seen the 3rd. He will not see these lings coming forward though. Does he have any lava? That's the important thing. No, he's only just getting some pop out now. Immediately pulling back these spines. 2 queens should be able to block up this wall quite nicely, but no, they don't in time. That's a problem. The queen's going to start taking a lot of damage. Transfuses coming on through. Spines are not that efficient at dealing with lings, only because they poke one at a time. The lings backing out. 2 queens have been taken down now. That's problematic. A couple of banelings morphing on through, and I say a couple, I mean a whole huge number of them. Are there too many though? A lot of them are going to be forced to cancel. But in come the banelings now. Massive detonations. That wasn't the most efficient use of banelings. So many detonated there. The Evo Chamber's going to try and go on through, but it's not going to help too much. In come the banelings. They get poked down. That's just a couple of Evo Chambers taken out. Not the end of the world. 3rd base also taking damage. More lings coming on through here by IceTea. Being very aggressive. Maintaining the aggression throughout. This 3rd, definitely going to be forced to cancel. Of course, HaNfy knows more banelings are coming. He's frantically trying to get some more lings of his own out. His Roach Roar not quite finished, so he can't get any Roaches. He's about to get Zergling speed though, and +1 carapace is shortly coming on through. And remember, important upgrade that, because it means the banelings will take 2 hits to be able to try and kill off any lings. More speedlings at the moment for HaNfy. Going for a little bit of counter aggression. Banelings waddling back home. HaNfy trapped in his own base. His wall-off was that efficient. More lings, though, coming on through from IceTea. Nearly double the army supply. Be interesting to see where this goes now. Roach 1 on its way. Evo Chamber on its way out. Are we going to get more lings, or are we going to switch back into droning? The ling count is already huge. 59 to 34. Still no way for HaNfy to get out. And to be honest, if I was IceTea here, I wouldn't be too stressed about trying to break this. I'd be more worried about what he's doing on 2 bases, such as getting a Spire down. Quick little check. Sees that wall off is still complete. He's just going to try and bust this. He might be. What can really be done? There's a couple of Roaches coming on through. Maulings, though, coming across that. The Baneling count is just astronomical. These 3 Evos won't last very long against this many Banelings. The Bane train is definitely running on time. Through the Roach one. Doesn't want any of those getting him through there. A lot more Baneling detonations coming on in. Trying to detonate as best they can against some of these Zerglings. But of course, there's the carapace upgrade helping. Couple more Banelings moving on up. Get a couple of good detonations now. Speedlings already up into the main. They've completely avoided the majority of the spines. This is a problem for HaNfy. He's got a couple of Roaches. They're going to do alright, but it's the drones getting picked off that are going to be frustrating for him. Roaches coming in defensively. The Spire is also being scouted. That means Spores are going to have time to get themselves up. Not end of the game yet, though. HaNfy taking out that Roach one buys himself... IceTea taking out the Roach one buys him some time. He's got a superior Roach count now, coming to counter-attack again. Or coming to attack again. Building in some Spore Crawlers defensively up against these Mutalisks while getting his own Spire. The advantage he's got is this 3rd base. If he can deny his opponents yet again, he's just going to have so much more gas available long-term. Short-term, he's got a bit of a gas limitation. And that's because of how many Banelings have been made. They've cost him a huge amount of gas. Still, both players biding their time. The Mutalisk's about to pop one out. This 3rd probably going to have to cancel if it was committed to. The Roaches there as well now. The Mutalisks eventually will kill the Roaches, but it will take time. Plenty of time to force a cancel on that 3rd yet again. More Spores coming on down. This is a good number of Spore Crawlers. It's all about. Because again, if the Spores are there and the Mutalisks can't win the game, HaNfy is on the back foot. He's mining a lot less. Still trying to check where all of this is going. God, of course. More spores coming on down the spine. Nearly finished for IceTea. IceTea going to be able to get 9 Mutalisks probably by the time this is through. Ooh, a Mutalisk gets taken down by a spore there. That's actually a really good pick-off. Anything to reduce the Muta count of these early stages is really, really good. Side Mutalisk advantage for HaNfy. He's also getting the +1 flyer attack. Now, against the +1 flyer armor, that means on Muta fights, it will be better for IceTea. And the reason for that is all down to the bouncing attack. The bouncing attack doesn't actually benefit as much from the attack upgrade, but it's still reduced by 1 for the armor upgrade. A couple of Lings trying to come and fight on here. Still a worker advantage for IceTea. HaNfy not yet up with his third base yet. Of course, these gases are going to make all the difference. It's an extra 200 gas per minute. If it's all pumped into Mutalisk, that should allow IceTea to catch back up. We're approaching the 16-minute mark in the game, and this is getting very, very tense. Muta on Muta fight. Is there anything on the ground? There's a couple of Lings. Actually, that fight, I think, could have been taken because the Lings would have been able to soak up some of the bouncing glaives. Still waiting, still checking what more is going to come on through. Back the Mutalisk goes. Third base now up. HaNfy going to start mining from that shortly. The Mutalisk flock is 15 to 11, but 5 more coming on out now for IceTea. IceTea could still get more. The gas count's very similar. +1 air attack is finished for HaNfy, but +1 flyer carapace is ahead at the moment for IceTea. Still the Lings being very active on the map. If this third went down again, it would be nigh on unstoppable. The gas is just essential at this stage. In come the Mutalisks. 16 to 18. Not a fight that you want to take, especially when the Queens are there. A couple of these ground units are getting picked off though before the Mutalisks come on over, but a retreat will be needed by IceTea. He doesn't want to take this fight. Loses a Mutalisk. That's problematic for him. Going to lose another one. This is very problematic for him now. This could be where the game swings. HaNfy is going to be able to win this Muta war easily now. 15 to 8. And with that, he takes control of the skies. That is a massive amount of gas getting lost now by IceTea. HaNfy, forced to cancel that third base 3 times, is going to get counterattacked again. But losing all those Mutalisks may have been too much to come back from. The Mutalisk flock is now hugely superior for HaNfy. Both players invested in it. But I just don't see what HaNfy can do now. IceTea can do now. HaNfy is up in supply for the first time this game. He's still down in workers. And he still has, obviously, a lot of spore coolers to deal with. But for the moment, at least, he's getting a couple of nice little shots off. Needs to be careful of those spore shots, though. They can hurt significantly. HaNfy trying to bait these Mutalisks a bit closer. Picks off a gas. Ground fight also going strong at the moment. But there's the GG. And HaNfy battled it back from that very aggressive early game from IceTea to take victory in map number 1 of this best of 3 semi-final.